Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Sunday, Super Sunday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 4 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the energies around you, your person, your journey. I'm going to bring in the wisdom of the Divination Oracle deck. It's beautiful. I'm going to bring in the messages from the universe, the Twin Flame Real Love Tarot and the Twin Flame Love Songs Oracle, because you may be receiving messages in music. So let's see what's going on. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So what's the energy around you today? Straight out. I feel that card as well. Got 2 cards on the floor. What's the energy around them today? What's the energy around them? Jumping straight out. What's the energy around the journey today? Straight out. Wow. Very clear messages coming through today. What's the guidance for you from the universe today? They're giving me a message saying just because it hasn't come yet doesn't mean it isn't coming. Have faith and trust in divine timing. I feel that's what you need to know before you even shuffle anything. What's the guidance for you from the universe today? What's the guidance for you from the universe? What's the guidance for them from the universe? I'm taking them. And what's the guidance for the journey today? What's the guidance for the journey? With songs, what messages are you receiving? Straight out for you. With songs, what messages are they receiving? Straight out. With songs, what messages are you both receiving? And what's the guidance or the energy around you? Straight out. What's the guidance or the energy around them? Straight out. And what's the guidance or the energy around the journey today? Straight out. Okay. I'll see what's going on then. So first of all for you, we've got Yang. We've also got Observer and we've got Blessed. Wow. So beautiful messages. What you're being guided to do today is observe the journey. Instead of reacting, rushing into something, doing something you may regret, breathe, pause, observe, and then respond with love. Observe the energy that you're in. Observe the Yang. Observe your masculine energy. What are they doing? How are they behaving? Why are they treating you that way? And recognize it's all coming through their own fears, because hurt people hurt people. They may just need time, space, room. Don't take things personally. So you're being guided to observe the journey today. And when you take a moment to observe the journey, you take a moment to pause, reflect, and take time out. You remember how blessed you are. How blessed you are instead of how stressed you are. And then you step back into your feminine role, because you may have been operating more in masculine energy lately than feminine energy. And what that means is, if you've been reaching out, trying to initiate things, force things forward, make things happen, you're being guided to breathe and take a step back and observe instead. So I feel that's what I'm connecting with. When I'm connecting with the Yang of this, I'm seeing this as you operating in masculine energy, giving all your energy to them, which is very feminine, giving them all your love, giving them all your time, giving them all your energy, whether it's in the physical world or through the 5D. And now you've got to balance it so that they give back to you. And if you feel depleted or drained, it's because you're over-giving or you're over-trying. And that's you operating in the masculine role when you need to be in the feminine role. And I speak about this a lot. Take the step back so the masculine can step forward. So take that step back so your person can take the initiative to step forward to you, to reach out to you, to make something happen with you. And don't be afraid of taking that step back, thinking, well, if I take a step back, they may forget me, or they may not remember me. Of course they will. They're always observing you. They're always watching you in some way, whether it's through your social media or through their own mind or coming to you in dreams. They're always thinking about you. And they're always being reminded of you. So the big message here today is, before you do anything, think, breathe, pause, observe, reflect. So for those of you who want to rush in today, this could well be your sign not to. Because you may well have been operating too much in masculine energy when you need to be operating more in feminine energy. And remember, you have feminine and masculine energy within yourself. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter whether you class yourself initially as the feminine or the masculine. This is showing you that you've been too much in masculine energy and you need to balance it back. And I resonate with this. Whenever I go into my ego, I know it's my masculine energy coming out, where I want to take control. or I want to do something, and I start stressing out and have to breathe myself back into the yin, which I see as the feminine side, to balance things. So if you find that you've got too much yang, you need to get the yin in. So the way you do that is through breath work, meditation, breathing, thinking, observing before you act. So become the observer and work on gratitude. Remember how blessed you are. Focus on your blessings. Write down 10 things in this moment that you're grateful for. 10 things in your life you're grateful for. 10 things about your journey you're grateful for. Write down 10 things you're grateful for about you and about them, and you'll feel better. The angels say try not to dwell on the past. So you may just be going over the past right now. It could be driving you crazy. So you've got to breathe yourself back into the now and observe. Don't spend too much time worrying about the future either, because all it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. And that's the truth. The ego can't live in the here and now. So if you're worrying, overthinking, stressing, you're panicking, you're operating in some kind of fear-based energy where your mind is disconnected. Your mind is out of balance with your body. So again, that can be an off balance between the yin and the yang. So you need to come back into the now. And 3 deep breaths in and out will help. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is, because you are creating new memories. So observe. Remember how blessed you are and be at peace, because it doesn't matter how long goes by. It could be 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years. They will never stop loving you. And you may hear this song today, 1,000 years. Okay, I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. They'll never stop loving you. And that's why you can relax about things. We've got the moon illumination. And obviously we're moving towards a moon. So this is showing you, as we move towards this moon cycle, to relax, to look past the chaos of the physical world and just be inspired by the person you are, the journey you're on, the way you've already got through so many things in your life, and look closer. They do love you. If you're not seeing things clearly, you have to look closer. The love is still there. So observe. Instead of rushing in to try and be validated in the 3D, to try and get them to communicate to you or show you their love, observe. And then you remember, oh yes, I am blessed. I am protected. All is well. You may see teddy bears today as well as a sign of love. So you are loved and you are safe. So the energy coming in around them, we've got, oh my goodness me. Can't write it, can you? We've got yin for them. Because they're operating too much in the feminine energy. That means they aren't doing enough. They aren't taking action. They need to step into their masculine role. Got angel bumps. Now, the spiritual element of it is this. The feminine energy is very spiritual. So I'm not saying you're a masculine. What I'm saying is you may well be operating in too much yang, where you are trying too hard to make something happen. Force it happen. Overthinking. Even too much manifestation can get in the way. Because you can manifest and ask and ask and ask, but you have to at some point release it and believe in it to receive it and get on with your day and do your own thing. So what they need to do is be more in their yin. They need to be more in their yang. Their yang, they're in too much in their yin right now. They need to be more in their yang to be able to initiate things with you, to take things forward. So they are realising, I don't want to be taking a back seat. I need to be taking a step forward. I need to be the hunter-gatherer. I need to make something happen. I need to change. And that's what they're working on, going the distance and breathing. So again, breath work is so important. So this is also a sign for you to breathe and to breathe yourself back into the now. And what they need to do is breathe and then go for it. So I'm seeing this going the distance is about them reaching the finish line. And the finish line is where you are. They know they have the power to reach that distance there, to move forward, to reach out to you in the distance, to come forward to you in the distance, to make it work with you. So they have been breathing themselves into the now. They've been working on their own self to be able to move forward. They give me fear. So big message here about you need to be more yin now and they need to be more yang now, because it feels like you've been out of balance. So again, and it's so important, I realised on my journey a long time ago, for a long time when I was in separation with my twin, my last separation, I was in masculine energy for a long period of that, because I'd repressed down all the pain and accessing my feminine side would have made me feel all that pain. So instead I got into a karmic relationship and I became very masculine in the way I was doing things. And then what happened was when when my last karmic relationship ended, I stepped back into my feminine role and I realised so much how I'd been in masculine energy, and everything started making sense again. It's really powerful actually how it works. But the point I'm making is this isn't about me, this is about you. And you may feel like I have been overdoing things or trying too hard, and I do feel depleted and drained, and I do feel like I'm not appreciated. And that's because they are in the yin and you're in the yang. It needs to be role reversed, because ultimately you are the yin and they are the yang. And that's what I'm connecting with. It doesn't matter whether you look up yin and yang and what the internet says about masculine and feminine energies. I'm connecting with the yin as the feminine and the masculine as the yang. And I feel you're operating too much right now in yang. They're operating too much in yin, and it needs to be balanced. Remember what we say, the sperm and the egg. So the sperm is the yang and the egg is the yin. It doesn't matter about gender here. Okay, the sperm chases the egg. It fertilizes the egg, it goes towards the egg. The egg does not need to move around chasing the sperm. The sperm is designed to chase the egg. The masculine is designed to chase the feminine once they balance their energy and get it right with themselves. So the guidance for them is to love themselves more. And the way they love themselves more is to say no to things that feel draining and burdening to them. Say no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people. It's a real act of self-love. So remember, what they do a lot of is people pleasing. Remaining in these karmic cycles that don't serve them because they feel they're obligated to them, or they have a sense of responsibility or duty. And they are realising, no, I need to be able to choose myself. And to do that, they need to breathe. That's also them stepping into their yang energy. When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. So I do feel they spend a lot of time thinking, what could have been with you and what they could have had with you. And instead of actually doing something about it, they spend a lot of time overthinking and procrastinating. So the angels say, let go of what was and inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. So the breaking free of limitations, old patterns, and breaking out of this fear of not being enough for you or not being good enough, because they don't want to be lonely at Christmas. They want to spend the holidays with you. This came up not long ago for them in another reading, where they don't want to be without you at Christmas, because it doesn't matter whether they are on their own at Christmas time or they are surrounded by family, friends, karmic partners, children, whomever. They will feel lonely if they are not with you. It will feel very barren in their life, and they don't want that again. They're thinking, I don't want another karmic Christmas. I don't want another Christmas doing the same thing, thinking the same things, going over the past. I want to be with you, making new memories. So for that to happen, they have to change. And that's why they know it's time to reach out to you to communicate. Okay, it says receiving messages of love on a constant basis. So they want to be communicating with you on a constant basis. They don't want to just reach out one time and that be the end of it. They want to be constantly communicating with you, and they want to be in communication with you for the holidays. You're going to be celebrating something special soon. So again, this is about the holidays coming up. Now, I know we're only in July, and you might think it's months away, but it'll come around very quickly. So I feel this is talking about Christmas time. The angels are saying to them, their higher self is saying to them, you're going to be celebrating something very special soon, and that's Christmas time or Thanksgiving or whatever they enjoy or need to enjoy. Says you'll be so full of joy and happiness it will seem out of the world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it, expect it, it's happening. So it's like the angels saying, Christmas is coming, what are you going to do? Are you going to enjoy a joyful Christmas with the person you're truly meant to be with, the love of your life, or are you going to have another lonely Christmas? It's your choice, because again, they have free will, and this is what they are being shown by the universe. So the guidance for the journey, we've got fork in the road. This is the crossroads. There's a fork in the road because they have a decision to make. We've got go to the sea or to the sea. They have a decision to make to move forward, to move into the unknown, to go into their emotions. And that's what they are thinking about right now. And you're being guided to be in the here and now. So while they are overthinking You're being guided to bring yourself back into the present moment to find peace. And they are being guided to be more in the here and now. So they stop overthinking and start taking action. Because they are at a fork in the road. So it's so important right now you take back your energy, you take back your yin, and you allow them to take back their yang to balance the energy so they can move forward and you can step back. And go to the sea. I feel this is a definite message about moving towards you. So the guidance from the angels is, if something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. So their gut instinct is saying, it's not right here where I am. I need to be with my divine feminine. So they're being guided to trust that. If you're unhappy in your life, change it. Change something. It's entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You're in control of your own life. So they're being guided now to walk away from anything karmic that's stopping them from being happy. And you're being guided to stop sitting around thinking how bad everything is or trying to make things happen. Let go. You're going to explore a deep, loving relationship with each other when you come together. The Ace of Cups is about coming into that relationship. And the way you come into that relationship with each other is by coming into the most beautiful relationship with yourself. We've got Earth Song, be part of the solution, because you have a mission. Now, I noticed the white stag when we turn this card over, which is fork in the road, because it's also time to get to work on mission. And this is the Earth Song. This is why you've come to Earth, because you have a mission together. There's things you're here to do. So be part of the solution. And the way you are part of the solution is by making things work instead of making things not work. So the angels are saying you're guided to be together because you're meant to be together. So stop questioning everything. Stop questioning why. Maybe you're thinking, why are they doing this? Why? Stop questioning. Start trusting in God. Maybe you're questioning God. Why are you doing this to me? Why? And God's saying, because you're learning, child, because it's going to be okay. You're learning to have faith. So in your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition when you question things. You won't feel these emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away the wood snake in 2025. Shed away those unneeded layers. Thank you, wood snake, and keep growing. So because of that, I'm going to bring the wood snake in. So once again, the wood snake is showing itself, saying, you may not see the results yet of what I'm doing in your life, but I am doing these things. So what does the wood snake want us all to know? 2 cards. No, 1 card. I've gone back in. So the message from the wood snake is awaken. Wow. You will overcome the current situation. You are moving towards awakening. Or in other words, you're moving towards your connection manifesting in a physical way. So let's bring some letters in. What else do we need to know? There we go, okay. Again, they're giving me the word job here. So some of them could be changing jobs. You know, I spoke about this yesterday. And we've got the word job there. I'm sorry if it's backwards. I don't know how I put it down so you can see it the right way. But J-O-B. So we've got job. So some of them are changing jobs. So we spoke about that yesterday where they may have had a new job recently. Maybe you've been wondering about that. And that's going to be a big hit, okay? That job is going to be a big hit because it's going to move things forward in the right direction. So have faith, okay? I've got the F there for faith. Have faith that everything is going to work out the right way. And they'll be back. Wow, I've got angel bumps. They'll be back, okay? I've got back here. They'll be back. They'll be back to you. Of course they will, okay? Because you're meant to be. And also, you may be having back pain. If you're having back pain, then you're dealing with money issues, stability. They're also maybe feeling unloved where they are. All these things are happening to wake them up, remember. They'll be back. And we've got B, we've got double A there. I'm seeing the double A a bit like double A batches, you know, keep going, don't give up there. We've got U, we've got G, U, we've got D and W. So you may be, you know, connecting with these initials. We've got Wednesday as well. They're giving me the word Wednesday for someone. So Wednesday could be important. Maybe the show Wednesday could be important. There could be a sign in there. Okay, I don't know if that's coming out, the new series of that. I haven't even been on Netflix for so long because I'm watching something on DVD. I don't even know if the new series is out yet, but maybe there's a sign in that for someone. But they're giving me the word, or the word, they're saying a word. So not just the day of the week, Wednesday. They're giving me a word. So a word could be a name for someone. But I definitely feel things are shifting. So you're being guided to know that they'll be back. It's their job to come to you. And when they do, it will be a big hit. Things will work out. You could also hear a hit here. This could be about a hit song that's coming out that has messages in there for you. They also give me Job as in Job. So there could be some messages in the book of Job for those of you who are connecting with the Bible or religion. So you take this out, resonates with you, but ultimately they will be back. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.